You know, back when I was growing up, the story of humanity was pieced together with fossils. Not that I would know anything about that, but today that evidence is supported with DNA analysis. In each of us, well, actually in all of us women, there are these infinitesimal markers, these tiny bits of mitochondrial DNA that trace back 200,000 years to one beautiful African mama, ancestor to us all. So I'm answering your question, Bono, about what Africa and Ireland have to do with each other. The Eve gene, yes, 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 exactly. But if Archbishop Tutu, who received the very first Skoll Global Treasure Award, were here, he'd remind us we are all Africans. He'd laugh and he'd remind us that our truest common ground is our biological heritage. Turns out that our origin, the story of our origin, is the story of our destiny. Our humanity and our story bind us together in Ubuntu. We are who we are through others, through community and society. Ubuntu celebrates our common humanity. The young people outside of Nigeria's cities will not be seduced by radicalism if given the chance to cultivate their native soil and grow their country's food. Babangona is bending their coming-of-age story toward a more hopeful vision for themselves and their nation. Poverty and desperation have fed a trade that should have been abolished long ago, the trading of human lives into slavery. Applying big data to a big problem, Polaris's tale is an epic, a story of battles waged against a fierce and vicious enemy, the story of a war that must be won against trafficking. The fault lines under the Andes and around the Pacific Rim will rupture as long as the Earth survives. But Build Change is rewriting the story of havoc and the destruction that can follow. From a tragedy of mass death to survival and the chance to repair and restore. Last Mile Health is telling the page-turning tale of how far medical care can go. Chapter by chapter, those last miles get shorter. The sick receive care, children are vaccinated, and women are provided with what they need to bring healthy babies into the world. And then there is the troubadour story. The ballads and beats, the music and melodies. Bono's story sings of all that we care about. He sings of politics and love, of wounds and hope. He sings us as we are in our brokenness and in our coming together. Tonight, we celebrate with the women and men we've honored, with everyone here, and with all those joining us online all over the world, the story, as those great lyrics go, of how we've got to carry each other. The story of the one we are and the one we will yet become. Thank you.